We are Frankie and Tommy. Previous episode highlights start with divorce, fake bravery, and one-bedroom lock with Dateline energy.
Most men, we don't get blindsided by the big D word, the divorce. No, there just might be some signs. We just might be carrying it around quietly. And next thing you know, our friend says, yeah, I'm going through a divorce. The slow emotional layoff that happens before anybody says the word lawyer.
Emotional layoff is nasty. You still get dinner, but your marriage already cleared your desk.
And of course, the big topic today is the secret divorce your friends aren't telling you about. And hey, as a man who's gone through this, I can tell you this right now. When you're going through this situation, people kind of like, they don't know how to react. They don't know how to talk to you. They don't know which friend they should be a friend with. They're like, well, if you're a couple's friend, am I a friend with her or am I a friend with him? And then what happens is everybody kind of goes quiet. Nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to say very much about it. So it becomes kind of one of those secrets that nobody wants to lean into.
Couple friends hear divorce and suddenly become furniture, just sitting there, avoiding eye contact with the truth.
Maybe it's an age thing, maybe it's a license thing, but men don't fear death. No, I don't think we fear death. Sullivan, do you fear death? I think we fear becoming weak before we die.
Every man says he fears nothing, then makes a noise getting off the couch and meets God.
Imagine if you were a kid your whole life being told you were awesome by your parents when you actually weren't. And I'm being serious. And I'm not saying you weren't, but you're just like normal and average. And here's my point, is that you believe you're awesome because your parents told you were awesome, and you got awarded for everything. You got medals for everything you did. And then you wonder why you're trapped in life of mediocrity.
That is how you become 43, mad at traffic, and still waiting for life to discover your potential.
Seriously, think about that for a second. Hey, Johnny, I got the quote of the day. I got some words of wisdom today from the handsome chief himself. That'd be me. The words of wisdom today is summer around the corner. Gentlemen, ladies, Jess, don't ruin a good sundress by wearing panties.
Keith just made breakfast legally unsafe. Somewhere, a producer dropped a bagel.
There you go.
And I've learned as I've met them going forward, you can pretty much tell the ones that were actual SEALs versus the ones that claim it. Because the ones that claimed it, their life's a fucking mess.
If your toughness has a merch store and 12 hashtags, I am checking the return policy.
You know, I can't count the number of SEAL brothers, other military folks from the Naval Academy that I was close to who committed suicide, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, there's that. I want to shine a light on that.
That is real weight. The room changed temperature and everybody felt it.
But if you go on social media in the leadership space, and you were naive and knew nothing about leadership, you would very quickly think that like the key to building elite teams and doing awesome things is psychological safety. And the reason for that is like the internet at times can be really, really negative, but in other places can be toxically positive, as I like to say. And it's making people feel good. Those are the things a lot of times that go viral, right? And the psychological safety makes people feel good, because we've all experienced, you know, bad experiences in the workplace.
Corporate safety is wild. They validate your feelings, then email you a 9 p.m. emergency spreadsheet.
So that's why I say it's vastly overrated. Like if you go to a pro sports team or you go to a SEAL team, like how often are they stressing psychological safety, right? Is that the real key to why those organizations are elite? Like it's laughable on its face. And I've kind of had a mantra lately of don't be happy, be useful.
That line kicked every man's motivational poster in the nuts and asked it to take out the trash.
We had John going through divorce, and it's the embarrassment. How do we handle it?
Men hide divorce like a federal crime, then openly describe stomach problems at Home Depot.
People in general, which probably includes you, are so much more capable than they believe. And there's a whole bunch of reasons why. We're just going to talk about one. Well, you see, we've adapted a standard of what we perceive to be difficult, largely based on what the people around us seem to think is difficult. And that's the snag. You see, if you want to be great, or you want to do something great, or you want to change your life, you're going to have to reassess that standard of difficulty. Find out for yourself what's difficult, because you're going to be really, really happy when you figure out that most of the shit that you've been saying is not difficult at all.
Most difficult things are just inconvenient. Men act like folding laundry is a Navy selection course.
You were just bred to believe it was difficult. Simplest little things. So he tells me about what happened.
Yeah.
My response was, what the fuck did you expect?
John gives comfort like a smoke alarm. Loud, rude, and technically trying to save you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm going to be fucking straight with you.
So since we've been going on this journey together, there's days that I go through when I'm having tough days, like even to today, like not as in this second, but like as in today metaphorically, since we've known each other. I go through these days where I wonder if I'm good enough for my love upstairs. And then I'm like, fuck, maybe I'm not the right guy to make her happy.
I mean, she fucking locks our goddamn bedroom door, you know, and when we go to sleep.
Yes.
Right? I'm like, what is that for? She said, because if someone's in the house, it'll take longer to get to us.
That bedroom lock said, I love you, but if Dateline happens, you're hallway security.
I don't want to live for the rest of my life having these same fucking arguments over shit that never changes. I mean, I think that, you know, first off, thank you for the nice compliment, Jess. So I'm not trying to take anything away, but I think people need to realize that, you know, is it really fucking brave to just talk about who you are? No, it's called fucking just, you know, that for many people is difficult because that's the standard of difficulty is they've let that be their standard.
And I remember Colin Powell doing the big presentation. I remember like it was yesterday, Paul, and none of it was real. It was all not real.
Right, it was actually a weapons of mass distraction.
Yeah. Men don't fear death. No, we fear getting weak before we die. I think that what we're actually afraid of is becoming weak. That's the quiet terror. I don't know if it's the funeral. I think it's actually the decline. That's what fucking scares me. I'm just going to put it out there right now. It's not the dying. It's when the body tells us, when the body stops feeling like it belongs to us. And most of us, we don't notice the decline until the decline starts embarrassing them. You can't make it to the toilet because the piss is dribbling out of your pecker before you know it because the fucking prostate's holding up. But sometimes acceptance is just surrender with better branding. And I'm not interested in surrender. Are you? You become an observer of a life you used to be inside of. That is what we fear. And maybe we should. Because that is not just aging, you guys. That is disappearing. And too many men, we disappear before we die into the couch, into the job, the garage, the phone, into the pain we want to talk about, into the body that we refuse to rebuild.
Your body keeps receipts. Full show is up next, and the couch is sweating.
Burnout is a dirty word.
The new I'll start Monday excuse for guys with a calendar full of nonsense and no mission.
There's a massive difference between being tired because you're building something.
And being tired because you've been drifting so long, even your excuses need GPS. Today, we'll show you that difference.
Only on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends.
Good morning and welcome back to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Your live morning show for real talk, motivating content, and big conversations. Come hit the like, come hit the subscribe, and come jump into the comments. Come check into the show. Come say hello. Mornings.live over on the Mornings in the Lab Live Network. Get up, build a streak, and show us your proof that you are up. The real story, nation, is that the media we are creating is becoming more programmable. Personality is becoming scalable, and character and the universes we create, well, that's becoming infrastructure. Listen, nation. Today's not the day about shaming tired people. Yes, it is today. Well, hey, listen, we all get tired. The question is, are you tired this morning because you're carrying the weight that matters? Or are you tired because you've been dragging a life you don't even believe in anymore? Maybe that's the morning you're waking up to, because we're going to help you answer that question. But you know what, nation? Good morning, Jess of the Eel. You know what, nation? We're going to do this first. Good morning and welcome back to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Your live morning show for real talk, entertaining conversation, a little bit of motivating effort. Yeah, with Shaking Holroyd. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the big show. Good morning. Happy belated birthday to my brother from a single mother. His name, the Toothless Wonder, Matt Roof. I think he's popping into the lab here this morning, guys. I know Cheryl Whitaker's dropping in later today from the Atlantic Ocean. Yes, and coming up in a few moments, guys, y'all want to make some cash in the lab? Sullivan, you want to make some cash in the lab? Holroyd, you want to make some cash in the lab? Jess, you want to make some cash in the lab? I got an offer for you. I'm pulling my credit card out, putting it on the table. Yeah, I'm going to drop that later on in the show here. Tell you guys how you guys can work with us. We can all make some cash to grow this thing. True story. And I'm going to drop some details coming up this morning on the big show we call Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. We're going to have a fun one today, a fun, loose and light. Whitaker's here. I think Roofy's going to be here. Anderson is here. And we got a bunch of people running towards JP Morgan. There's men all over North America right now running towards JP Morgan wanting a job. Why? I'm talking about it. Coming up this morning on the show. I'm just going to leave that there. True story. We got some committed stuff. We got some middle school study stuff. And we got guys, as we get older, the lions don't tame. Hey, John, before you go, we got a fun segment dropping at the bottom of the second hour. Hey, guys, you checked into the show yet today? If you haven't checked in, why haven't you? Mornings.live will get you there. Mornings.live, come check into the show. Come say hello. Come say good morning. And come check out the poll. Yes. We got Jimmy on the buttons, Kai's on the poll. What drives your burnout the most? The lack of challenge, the lack of recognition, the lack of clarity, or what's the daily question today? What's the one thing you'd do today if you weren't afraid of failing? Yeah, what is it? And for all my snoozers out there, yes, you know who you are. If you're snoozing, you're wondering, hey, how many minutes am I behind today? Well, the minutes you're behind today is 1,080 minutes behind. 18 full hours of your life gone. Boom. Yeah, just gone. Sometimes I gotta say this is like one of my favorite segments. I know it seems so weird, but it is such a good reminder about how much of our life we're just wasting, right? And so. And we think we're being productive. Just a few more minutes, and then I'm just too busy to get this shit done. No, you're not. You're laying around too much. Yeah, true story. All right. Hey, we're also not talking about Libya today on the show. No Libya conversations today, Kai. No, not happening. No, I'm not talking. I will not say Libya on the show today. No, not even going to drop it. Just not even part of the conversation. Not even part of the... Libya might not even exist in the world. I'm just thinking, Kai. Yeah, true story. Hey, guys, you been to the pumps lately? Have you been on the pumps lately? Yeah, $4.30. Yes. I wonder how folks are feeling about that these days. I don't think it's getting any lower. Yeah, $4.30. I guess if you got the electric car, you're not too worried about it. You put a lot of cash out up front, but I'm telling you, $4.30 at the gas pumps, and I don't think it's going down anytime soon. Why smart leaders are done with the pump. I wonder how many leaders today are saying, you know what? I'm just not going to drive my car today. I'm going to take public transit. I'm going to walk. Right? I wonder that. Yeah, true story. True story. All right. What else we got going on here, guys? We don't have burnout. You have no purpose. This is what we're going to take to poke the little bear on a bunch of things coming up here on the show here today. Of course, John Anderson's coming in. Yes, what do we got? The future will not belong to creators. It'll belong to some hosts. Yes. And we got the middle school driver who fell asleep along the way here. Hey Kai, so just a heads up here on these current conversations. I'm not hitting any of them. We did 3 out of the 3 here. So we're just going to want to clean some stuff up here along the way, but that is okay. Yes. And I'm not going to do the curiosity cache either. I will not do the hidden car compartments, old stuff, old news. So, all right. I promised you guys I was going to teach you guys how you can make some cash with us on the show. I'm going to do that when Johnny's here a little bit later this morning. So that we can have a conversation about some of the things we're doing behind the scenes here and ways you guys can make some money, contributing to the community, making money for yourself, and we all can win along the way with making money on the big show we call Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and Friends. All right, I'm also hoping that we have Paul Riedner. I invited Paul to join the show here today. Paul, of course, did What the Truck yesterday, and one of the things I'm looking to do with these guys is get them the reps. I noticed when they get onto the big live show, there's I don't want to say it's like a freeze, but I certainly will say that people there's like a freeze. So I want to offer the opportunity to just get the reps in. Just get the reps in. Get the conversation going and flip back and forth, side. Hey, hung out with Thomas W. Green yesterday. Yeah, the guy from the future. He was our guest on Monday's show. Yeah, him and I grabbed the coffee yesterday. From the future, he was in Australia. I was up here in Winnipeg, had a good little chat. And he was curious what we're doing here. And he's like, I have no idea what the hell you guys are doing, but I love it. And I can tell you, Roofy, he's quite intrigued by the format we've created. And he's quite intrigued by how it might work into his world. Because he's like, I'm looking for different stuff. All I see is he's a podcast maker. And he's like, maybe there's a better way to do stuff. I says, well, maybe there's a new way to do stuff with us with the Mornings in the Lab format. Get some characters, get some content that speaks to your audience, prepackaged. All you got to do is show up, I said to him. He's like, really? I'm like, yeah, just got to show up. He's like, holy smokers. Yeah, just show up. Just show up, have a conversation, and lead your community. There you go. Yes. Hey, you don't have burnout. You have no purpose. How many of us wake up in the morning with no purpose? How many of us do that? I'll tell you right now. So the days that I wake up with that anxiety and that anxiousness of what I'm doing here, I quickly remind myself that if I was doing something else, I would not be too happy. So I will take the stress of this over the stress of anything else that I would not wanting to be doing. Yeah, true story. Hey, Blue Zone smokers. I got a good one with Johnny on this one. The Blue Zone smokers apparently may live longer. The nicotine mitochondria secret. Dr. Gundry just revealed. I'm going to have that conversation with Johnny. Yes, I am. Because when I see this stuff, I know he's a nicotine dude. And, man, I got some fucking hair in my mouth. Where's that from? From my coffee? Nothing like hair in the mouth. There's nothing like hair in the mouth unless you're doing something else. And then maybe hair in the mouth's not too bad. Yeah, true story. Yeah. Right, Jimmy? And hey, did Shakespeare smoke weed? Well, scientists have found cannabis in pipes from his Stratford garden, and I'm Lauren's on the other side of the wall there doing her thing. Yeah. Well, there'd be no. Well, listen, we're not even going to go there, guys. Nope, not even going to have a conversation there at all, actually. And hey, world's first successful penis transplant. Yeah, South African man became a father just months after life-changing surgery. Yeah, interesting stuff happening in the world, but I'm quite intrigued by the lineup of men. Hey, Maddie, you see the lineup of men outside JP Morgan this morning? Yeah, for those of you that are wondering, stick around. I'm going to tell you why. And this one's it's an unfortunate story, but it's laced in how shall I say this? It's laced in humor that if it was the other sex, people would be like, "What?" Yeah, you're like, "What?" Yeah. So, but because it's a gender flip situation, the men are just lined up right now. JP Morgan, there's 10,000 men right now. This morning I woke up, I just saw some stats this morning, just lining up to work at JP Morgan, and I'm wondering if Anderson's one of them. Speaking of the big dog himself, how is he arrived? Oh my goodness. Oh.
That's the one I got in the garage, so we're good.
Oh, is that right? Seriously? Not a white one, though?
No, mine is like I can't remember what the color they call it. It's kind of a newer color. Yeah,
it's like a matte black or gray or something, right?
It's actually not matte. I opted not to go with matte because what they say is that, especially when I was buying it, I was in Tahoe.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
like, dude, you're going up a little one-track road. You understand if like a stick scratches a mat, you're never buffing that out of there.
Yeah.
So what you do, he goes, you get a color that's unique, but then wrap it if you want matte.
Oh yeah,
and I like the color so much. I was like, fuck, I'll just keep it where it is.
There you go. Good morning, brother. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I got
adjust my camera here. Shit.
Yeah. I will say though, so you look like a handsome. Good morning, Jay. What's shaking, brother? You look like the handsome golfer in that article there today. I'm sorry, in that video. But then you might look like a bullshitter if you were wearing that. So if you got out of the Jeep in that outfit with a chicken, you'd be even better.
Got out of a Jeep.
No, out of that truck. Sorry, I meant out of that truck, dressed like that with a chicken, you'd be full circle, dude. It'd be like,
I don't think chicken belongs in vehicles that cost more than $200,000.
One month of topics in one scene. John getting out of his truck in a golf outfit, looking like a bullshitter, carrying a chicken. Yeah.
If I was a bullshitter, I might not even need to carry a golf club. I just pretend I'm a golfer with what I'm wearing.
Hey, Anderson, there's thousands of men this morning lined up outside of JP Morgan looking for a job. I'm going to tease the conversation coming up.
What happened?
Well, yeah, I'm going to tell you in a few moments, man. There's thousands of men this morning. They're like, holy fuck, I got to get a job at JP Morgan Chase. And I'm going to
What happened? What are they doing?
Okay, let's go there. Men, I know you're all looking at Jimmy. If you have a clip for this one, you should run it. If not, let's have some fun with this one. Men this morning lining up to work at JP Morgan Chase. Yeah. So, Johnny, this young lady who works at JP Morgan Chase, I just want to find it here.
The people are trying to get a job because the chick is there, of any nature.
No, so she has been. She was.
Like, thank God. I was like,
no. This is actually not a good story. It's a funny, not good story. Let me just pull it up here. I just want to get my notes here in front of me here. So this young lady, John, she is. Okay. Yes. So. She has been charged because she executive allegedly used her power to sexually harass and abuse a junior male employee, making him a sex slave.
So all these fuckers are saying, I want a job so I can be the next one.
Well, I'm obviously full of sarcasm and bullshit there, but
there's really not a line.
No, there's really not a line of people. No, I'm just joking, but she's
Thank fucking God, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? This place is beyond help.
Oh, dude, no kidding. But so some of the stuff, man, like she was saying that telling her so there's an Indian fella that she was manipulating and trying to do stuff with, like owing her blowjobs, sitting on his face, wanting him to fondle her breasts,
all in the workplace.
All in the workplace.
It's very rare that you have a male
yes
these complaints.
I know, though. That was kind of my joke about this, that there's men like us. A lot of men be like, I'm not telling, I want to go work there because I want her to be my boss.
Well, dude, when I was a kid, I used to like, shit, if some chick raped me, I think I'd be fine with that. If I need to say please no, I'll say it.
Why should you be any different? Oh my god. Hey Jimmy, let's run this clip. Let's get rid of this one because Jay's here today on a great topic. Gas prices, brother. Jimmy, this is Runner Man. Gas prices are through the roof. $430,000 million right now. Sterling Preston, what the hell's going on?
$4.30 a gallon today. That's not inflation. That's a stupidity tax. And half the country is still paying it like it's mandatory. Gas just hit a 4-year high. Smart men are asking how to remove this variable from their life entirely. Stop reacting to the pump. Lead your house through it. That's the whole conversation.
Dude, I can't find gas that cheap anywhere near me.
Oh, seriously?
Oh, dude, that would be fucking, people would be lining up there. Ask Rock what the average gas price in California is, or Southern California.
Nation, buckle up, because Southern California is getting crushed right now. Average gas price in California is sitting at $6.01 a gallon. In LA, it's even higher, around $6.10. And you thought $4.30 was bad. You're out there paying almost $2 more per gallon.
Dude,
that's brutal.
It's been $7 here before.
Oh, I didn't know that, Anderson. Holy shit.
A couple of years ago.
Man,
remember the last heavy spike? Only reason I knew this is because we were staying at this. We were in LA. I can't remember where we're staying in this hotel.
Yeah.
And when we were coming out of the hotel, there was a gas station not too far around the way. And I looked at the gas prices just because we drove by. I was like, holy shit, is that what gas costs now?
Wow. I never leave the house, so I don't know the price of gas, and I drive an electric car, but $6.
You don't drive an electric car.
We have another Tesla, so yeah.
I was gonna say, don't lie.
I do drive my black electric car, yes, when I do leave the house. Hey, John, I got some nicotine news for you this morning. We're going to talk about in a few moments as well. Yeah, so can you imagine a gas hits $10? And I'm being serious. Can you imagine $10?
It was not going to surprise me.
Like like there's a psychological fuck up for people leaving the house and looking at a $9 or $10 a gallon gas. Like seriously, like I'm serious. Like that would be messed right up.
Well, this is a perfect example of when you're in the system.
Yes,
you got because you're. I mean, same here. We could leave the house once a month if we needed to, right? But the point of being is that if you got to go, you got to get in your car to commute to a job.
Yes,
the price of gas is going up. Your wage is not. You're just getting boxed in.
So true, brother. So true. Jay says, Jay, where are you, brother? Jay, are you Yeah, Jay, where are you? So where Jay's at, $9.40. Holy fart, Johnny.
Where is that?
I don't know. I just asked Jay where he's at. $9.40. That's ridiculous, brother. That's absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so listen, while Jay's telling us that, let's just little pivot. I found a dude, and I know that we love having these conversations, and I know he's in Switzerland at the moment. Jay, you don't live in Switzerland, though. I didn't think you lived in Switzerland. $9.40. That would be a liter, I'm thinking, though, not a gallon. All right, hey, so I found a dude that's talking about blue zone smokers. Yeah. Jimmy, let's run this clip, man, so I can have a conversation with Anderson about this.
Smoking for 45 years and they're living a healthy life and they say it's because I smoke. And obviously we laugh about it because we all agree that it's not true. So why did this one case move you so?
Actually, let me stop you right there. Probably it's because he smoked that he's doing so well.
Okay, we need to back up. How do we get there?
Well, I have a whole chapter in Gut Check looking at the healthiest, longest living people. And one of the unique features of most of the blue zones is that particularly the men are heavy smokers. And the smoking, actually, the nicotine in cigarettes is one of the best mitochondrial uncouplers that's ever been discovered. And we've looked at this through the wrong lens. We said, wow, what other healthy lifestyle things are these guys doing that's preventing smoking from harming them? In fact, we should have looked at it the other way. What is it about these people who are smokers that allows them to live to 105, 110 years old? And when you do that, then you say, okay, smoking was good for them. Why don't we see the oxidative stress that smoking, we all know, occurs? Why don't we see the cancers in these people? And it's because the rest of their diet facilitates the absorption of the oxidative stress in these guys.
So your state is that if you smoke but eat in this specific way, you can negate the effects of smoking, the negative effects of smoking.
Yeah, what's fascinating as a heart surgeon, way back in the good old days, most of our patients were smokers. And they had specific proximal lesions in their coronary arteries. The rest of their blood vessels were absolutely gorgeous.
Well,
and they were skinny for the most part.
You know what's fascinating? You know what's fascinating with this, Johnny, is, and we've talked about this before, like my ex-wife's father smoked his whole life and he passed to COPD. And I've known a lot of folks that all my farm family that I joke with you about, Johnny, all smoked. And dude, nobody's croaking early. And all eating high fat, crappy foods, and nobody's croaking early. And I'm not trying to suggest one's linked because you know my opinions on this, but it's fascinating to me. Dr. Stephen Gundry is, and again, what you've always said, he's not talking about the delivery mechanism of actually smoking, but the value of the nicotine itself. Anderson.
Yeah, I mean, I've told I feel pretty solid in my research with it, and I'm going through actually another test right now. Been through a few of these, but this one will be really interesting. Terry she's fucking sick, like in bed. This will be her third day in bed.
She's still sick today.
Still.
Yeah.
I mean, she got up yesterday, yesterday was no better than the day before.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So,
yeah.
Still, I can tell that she's going to have a rough one again today, just by how much she was moving around last night.
Yeah.
But point of being is that, I mean, we normally get sick back to back.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Of course.
And
yeah.
So I think I may have already gone through what she's going through, because on Saturday at the birthday party, I was fucking tired, tired in a way that didn't make sense. Like I kept going and sitting on the couch by myself because I was so fucking tired.
Oh
like, standing up was like, fuck, I need to sit. And she kept coming to check. Hey, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm just tired, babe. I don't really know what's going on.
Yeah.
And anyway, the next day, like brutal sensitive skin. Like I was telling her to drive slow, hit the bump slow, because it was like, my skin was so sensitive just going over a bump in the car.
Dude.
Yeah. And then Monday I was definitely still there, but feeling a little bit, but not as bad as the day before. So I'm wondering if that was me going through whatever she's got right now.
Whatever she's going through right now. Yeah.
So the question is, do I get what she's got? And it'll be very easy to see if I get it. Now, the interesting part about this, the day that I felt really tired, I was fucking going extra hard on the nicotine, trying to get back on my feet.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, that day where it was probably coming was a day where I probably had 40% more nicotine than normal that day.
Yeah. So it's interesting, right? Because, you like your nicotine, I like my cannabis, and, and many could argue that the delivery mechanism, we both, good morning, Nick Umble, what's shaking, brother? Yes. Nick is joining us this morning. Remember Nick, Johnny? Oh, Nick, Nick, I owed you an answer. John, Nick wants to know where he can get some peptides.
maxperformance4u.com. That's maxperformance, the number 4, YOU.com.
There you go, Nick. Good to see you, brother, over in the comments. Love having you in the comments this morning. But I was saying, Johnny, so I like my cannabis, you like your nicotine, and many would argue that the way we consume it would be the negative part because we both smoke it. But I myself have always believed in the positive benefits of cannabis. You know how I've spoke about that, and you. So I'm curious, is Terry consuming nicotine?
No,
not smoking, but just chew it. No way, no.
She is. I mean, she believes in it. She just doesn't like the gum.
Yes.
And if I got the patches here, she'd probably start to use the patches. I'm guessing.
I got you. Yeah. So hey, Kai, let's see if we can get that Dr. Gundry to the show here. I'd like to have that guy in the show here and have a conversation with myself and Johnny about nicotine. Dr. Stephen Gundry. Hey, I got a committed segment. I love doing these with you, brother. Check this out. Look at this lady, man. Let's break this one down. This is committed. I like, look at her grow up. She's going right up. This is not AI either.
She's got that black background. It's hard to see what she's doing.
Yeah, I know.
Now the guy in the white behind her, but you can see she's climbing up dumbbells.
That's pretty fucking cool.
Look like they're only about 30 or 40 pounders, so they're not really wide. Oh, she's gonna fucking scissor squat the top. Dude, that'd be difficult on a single dumbbell. Hell, even on the ground.
Yeah, you're right.
And then she goes to an arm.
Watch this.
She's a savage, dude.
That is savage, right?
Can you imagine if that thing fell out from underneath her right there? That would be hammer time.
Yeah, big time.
Landing on all that shit.
Yeah, big time face plant. Yeah, that's pretty good, man. And again, how many reps did she have to, go through to complete that? Obviously, just
I think we're worried about taking one of those dumbbells upright in the solar plex.
Yeah, no kidding. Hey, Cheryl Whitaker is going to jump in with us this morning, Johnny. She's out there on the crew that I invited in to pop in here. And I think Roofy's jumping in too. Yes, I invited the whole crew to pop in and hang out with us this morning. It was Roofy's birthday yesterday. Kai, let's bring him up. Jimmy, bring him up. Bring in the birthday boy himself, Matt Roof. Roofy. What the hell just happened? I'm not really sure what the hell that was.
You guys know that's like my ultimate fear, right? Clowns. Clowns is my primal fear.
Oh,
I
really?
cringed when I saw that. Is that why you did that?
Oh, you're afraid of clowns?
Oh, that's my primal fear, dude. Like primal.
Oh, did you have a clown issue growing up?
No, I didn't. I didn't have like a.
No, he doesn't have one growing up. He has one as an adult.
Like that's what's still right now.
I didn't hear what he said.
I said he doesn't have one as a kid. He's got one as an adult.
Yeah, I've got it. I've had it my whole life, actually. Yeah.
Maddie, I'm sorry I missed your birthday yesterday, brother. Happy birthday
it's all
to you.
right.
You had Maddie had a nice surprise yesterday, Johnny. His kids showed up to surprise him for his birthday, and that's always a nice thing, Johnny. I know your kids don't live around you, so I can only imagine how that would feel with the garage door opening, not even expecting it, and all of a sudden your kids walking in to surprise you. That's got to be awesome, dude.
Yeah,
that is great. Is that supposed to be me with the open chest there? Is that me as a clown?
No, it's Keith and John behind you, and that's you.
That's you guys behind me.
Yeah, and that's you with no teeth. Yeah, that's just absolutely.
Oh my god, dude!
All we need is Nick. All we need is Nick Humble in that video to complete the whole thing, and we're good to go.
Jesus, this is great.
Yeah. Hey, I gotta tell you, it's funny, man.
Yeah, my kids showed up. It was so awesome. I've never had it happen before because my kids have always lived with me. They're only 20. So they've gone out. They're out in their worlds now, and Declan arranged with Heather to show up here for my birthday. I'm just chilling, hanging out, computer. The garage door goes up at an unusual time. I'm like, what the fuck? Who's somebody here? I'm like, is that the neighbor's door I'm hearing? Because the windows are open now. I didn't know what was going on. Absolutely. The first time I've ever been surprised like that, and the fact that they were able to keep it a surprise, that was pretty awesome.
Elevator has guardrails. Says good morning and happy birthday. Good morning, happy birthday, Elevator. That's awesome.
Elevator, what's up? Thanks, buddy.
Hey, Johnny, Maddie, I know you're listening. We had our guest on the show yesterday, and you know how we like to do research before the show and to prep Sophia Grant and prep our conversations. Well, I need to be somewhat cryptic with what I'm going to say here. So we get a note from the fellow yesterday saying, how did you guys know about this, and this? Like, what do you mean? He's like, well, really can't talk about this, and this. I was like, oh, sorry, because we did the research and we found out about this, and this, Libya. So we really probably shouldn't be talking about that. So
That will switch. We're not supposed to talk about Libya. We'll talk about labia. That's how it works.
That was exactly it. So
I mean, if you're not supposed to talk about it, well, it sounds like there's a lot of fucking information floating around. If AI went and dug it up.
Well, that's the funny thing, Johnny. And it was from 2013 too. Like we're talking like way. So it was funny because, it was because the show ends and I get a note saying, "Hey, how did you find this information about it?" I was like, I don't know. We just did the old Google search. Like just did the old search.
People have no idea what's out there about that.
Well, that's kind of like
how much information about people has been gathered.
Yes.
Have you ever Googled yourself? Just do it. Check it out. It's amazing how much is out there. I mean,
yes.
And it's old stuff that's now being posted. Like I Googled myself and found high school stats for my high school hockey from 1988. Like what? Great, I had an assist in a game in January of 1988. But it's very weird. Yeah.
I love it. Hey, boys, we're going to bring Whitaker in a quick second. Hey, did Shakespeare smoke cannabis? Well, get this.
Probably.
There's evidence that scientists, maybe maybe Petro is part of this, they found cannabis in pipes from his Stratford garden. True story. So a 2015 study found that they detected cannabis residue in 400-year-old clay pipes. John, maybe, dude, you and I with our nicotine and cannabis, we just know, man, history serves us well. People are digging into the good stuff. But yeah, they analyzed 24 pipe samples and they found cannabis in 8, and John, nicotine in at least 1, and then Peruvian coca. So I've had coca leaves in Peru. So I've tried. I've tried all. I've done nicotine. I've done cannabis, and I've tried Peruvian coca leaves. But Johnny, it tells us, the evidence suggests that widespread use of mind-altering plants has actually been around forever. Think about that.
Of course,
forever.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean, think about it. People can find a way to get high from the jump.
Yeah, well, yeah. I wonder if this lady was getting high out on the ocean. Jimmy, let's bring her up. Cheryl Rafael Whitaker. She's blasted out there. Are we fucking kidding me? We're actually who's spending the budget on bringing the person?
I guess we got to sell some more sponsorship.
Hold the horses. Keith and Johnny are getting up after every single day, going to work, picking up this show. And Anderson, we got some lady cruising on the fucking ocean there. What's going on here?
Well, see, and the flip side is if they didn't do a good job, you'd be busting them up in the next meeting.
How are you?
Hello, my loves. Hello, and happy birthday, Rufy. Happy birthday.
Let's see it.
Love.
Let's see it.
See, what do you want to see?
Oh, yeah. Well done, Anderson. Yes, you remembered.
John remembered.
He was de-virginized by squid.
Yeah.
Yes.
Winning.
The one thing he remembered, she was de-virginized by a squid.
I mean, that's a pretty easy story to remember, for Christ's sake.
Well, yeah.
It wasn't like his name was Jason.
Right, and you know what? It definitely didn't hurt as much as the first time.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about, Whitaker? Brianna Bass isn't here. No, Brianna's here on Tuesdays, not this morning. We're not talking no safe words with Brianna this morning.
Today's Thursday, right, okay. But you know what? All kidding aside, this goes to show you like how your brain works and how you can put like all this like garbage in your head about how intense and horrible something's going to be. And then when you actually do it, you realize, oh shit, this really wasn't, it hurt, but nowhere near what I thought was going to.
What we think about, we get more of. So you think about how bad it's going to be, your brain goes out and finds 5 supporting reasons of why it's going to be bad. We say,
absolutely, John.
This is temporary. Your mind will go find 5 of those reasons.
Oh, John, just like our Apple Watch in the morning, like we were talking yesterday, right? Remember that study? The study was you wake up, because Maddie, Cheryl, I found a study, Dan Go put it out. You wake up in the morning, you see a cloudy sky. You wake up in the morning, you're not feeling good. And the third thing you do, you look at your watch. You're going to have a bad day because your eyes said the cloudy sky and you're not feeling good, even if your number said you're good. And they released a study going, it's not always accurate to John's point because,
Wow, that is pretty cool. You know what's really cool about that cloudy sky is that I say now that joy is the sky, right? Because you get past all those clouds, the blue skies and the sun is always there. You just don't see it.
Oh yeah. I'll I'll tell you what you can see. I dropped a little bit of a teaser on Maddie's show this morning about something I want to throw out here for everybody to make some cash with us. Johnny, news for you too. I haven't shared this with you lately, but Nation, you guys want to make some cash working with us? Jimmy, let's put it up, man. Clips.conversationos.live. You guys can get paid to clip. What does that mean? When our shows are done, Keith's show, Matt's show, Cheryl's show, we're going to talk to John about his stuff as well. Show ends up in the bucket. And I'm putting money on the line. Anybody who cuts our show and puts it out into the platforms, for every 1,000 views you get of our clips, we'll pay you $5. So there's a brand new industry emerging over the last couple of years called the clipping industry.
No, it's huge.
It's huge. You know, Johnny, right? So
who started off with that? I don't know if it was actually clipping, if considered clipping, was Andrew Tate.
Yep, it's exactly it. Yeah, Andrew Tate started the whole thing when he recognized that he could reward people to cut his videos and pay them to distribute them. Wow. So most of the clipping platforms, there's a few of them, John, but they're actually quite disconnected. You got to, because I've tried them. You download your content, you got to upload it to their bucket, and then you got to fund it. So we've done a little bit differently. If you got a show on our network, your show ends. The moment it ends, it automatically gets uploaded into the bucket. All you have to do as a show owner is fund it. Right. So my goal here is to now find us clippers that might want to make some cash. So Sullivan, talking to you, Jess,
they're out there, brother. They're out there.
100%.
I'm so excited about that. Woo.
100%. So it's literally as simple as you got a show on our network, you fund your bank account, and that's it. And then what I'm going to do is go find help clippers for us and to help promote the content. So clips.conversationos.live will help you clip content. And John, we can talk offline about this as well. Maybe grab some content for you to put it and just automatically put it into the shows as well. So, but I'm pretty excited about this. There is not a I have not a Petro. Can I put clips to my OnlyFans page? Yes, Petro, you can. Yes, Petro.
Hi, John.
It's joint OnlyFans page will be dropping on the network this morning.
Why does mine need to get brought up when it's a fans only page?
Well, because Petro just asked. He's like, "Can I put my clips on my OnlyFans page?"
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Cher was saying hi, John, to Petra.
Yes.
I forget that we're the same first name.
That's it.
I know. I'm going to say Petra from now on.
Another new platform called Fans Only.
Yeah, no.
Part of Conversation OS. It's the dark side of Conversation.
So the clipping engine's live. The clipping engine's live, guys. So Sullivan and the folks that are in our community here, if you guys want to engage in this, please go head on over there, check it out, sign up, come knock on my door if you're having some troubles. But we're gonna pay you to clip, and it's good money, man. 1,000 views, $5. 1,000 views, $5, and there's a lot of money to be made on that, and we're just literally getting started with this. And what I'm also doing is the clips are automatically being cut up. So show ends, clips are automatically cut, put into the bucket, and then folks can take them and use them. So you can either take the raw video or the cut video, and off you go there. So which I'm pretty excited about. Yeah.
Very good. Good stuff happening.
Yes, absolutely. 100%. Good morning, everybody. Hang out with Keith, John, Cheryl, and Matt this morning on Mornings Live with Keith, John, and friends. Hey, Maddie, you heard my comment about the JP Morgan Chase stuff this morning, eh?
Yeah, I did actually heard it on the fly because I was in between things. But what it triggered for me was in the 90s. Michael Crichton had that book Disclosure. Was that it? The one with the
yes.
And there was a movie with Demi Moore where she dominates. She uses her power. Power is power, regardless of your gender, right? So if you have that power, that you can use that. You can. Use it. I honestly didn't get the whole story, except that there was a woman who had an Indian guy.
Yes.
That she was making.
That's pretty much the story, brother.
Making him.
Wait, what's the story?
Making him allow her to give him a blowjob or something. I don't know what you were talking.
Yeah, I was joking this morning, show. There's a JP. I was joking. There's men lined up JP Morgan Chase this morning because the young lady was charged this morning with sexually assaulting her male employee, getting him to do things to her that if this was the roles reversed, the world would be all in a kerfuffle right now. But because it was a female doing it to a man, and as Johnny was joking earlier, saying if a teacher was going to do something to me, I'd be like, yeah, sign me up. But it just shows you how the roles of the world change quickly. Right?
Well, it depends on the teacher.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wow. That part.
Yes. It absolutely depends on the teacher. 100%. 100%. Cheryl, what's on the agenda today? You guys are cruising today? No, you're not cruising anymore. You're back online.
No, we're in Miami. So Keith, yesterday, first guest host ever.
Yes. How did it go?
Joy Live. She did great. She did great. Matt, you were there?
I watched. It was awesome. Yeah, she did really well. The team set her up for success, and you prepared her, and it was boom. The numbers were off the hook. That was awesome.
Wow. We could talk about those numbers.
That's awesome. Hey guys,
my shit yesterday.
Hey Johnny, who's been a quiet mentor in your life, even if they didn't know it? And I'm being serious. True story. Put the question on the table here. Who is like a quiet mentor? I'm going to come out of you. I'm going to come to you, Rufy, and you, Whitaker, as well. Even if they didn't
define quiet.
Yeah. So maybe somebody who from the outside you've observed, you've watched their maybe it was your stepfather, but that person who you've observed, you've maybe not spoken to, you've maybe not have idolized.
I've never spoke to him. That rules him out.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're right.
That's what I mean. You got to define quiet. I mean, that's a pretty broad term.
Yeah, just somebody who's had an influence on you as like a mentor, but not somebody who you've been actually connected to. Maybe somebody you've idolized or followed. I know you're not a follower or an idolizer, but I gotta think there's been somebody in your life who's had.
Well, it is. I'm more of I have like people that's been asked that question over and over, and it's like. Yeah. I think what it is, I kind of dissect people. I take character traits from different people.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
Not like this person. I mean, there's been people that have triggered me, to like, holy shit, triggered something inside me. But in terms of like, when I look around, I mean, you always, I love this about this guy, but I don't like this about him. But it's like you grab 3 or 4 pieces.
Yeah. What about you, Cheryl? Is one person in your life?
I don't know. The word quiet is getting me stuck because honestly, Keith,
me too. I had a hard time understanding that as well.
At the age of 60, I would use quiet this way: someone who slips into my life, and became a mentor before I realized that they were a mentor, and that person is you. Yeah.
Oh, I was joking.
No, it's you.
No, it's actually Anderson, not me. No. I'm throwing the tennis ball back to Anderson. It wasn't me. No, not me. No,
it was you.
No. Rufy, what about you, brother? What about you? Who's been?
Yeah, I think of people who I have observed without getting like. The issue for me is when people get parasocial, right? So like a guy who I admire in the space we're in digital world, Gary Vaynerchuk.
Oh yeah.
6 million followers on like I don't know the dude, but I consider him a quiet mentor and influence. Absolutely.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
A public
different word.
Then there's the private influence and the people that you've watched. And what I think I've taken away from some of the things is I've learned as much now about what not to do from quietly watching people than what to do. I feel like when you have a mentor and you really have a mentor relationship, you're able to have this conversation, but the people who are quiet, what you quietly observe are the people who are shit. And I'm never going to do that to somebody and observing it that way.
Well, how about a mentor that leads by example physically in action rather than more with words? That's a quiet mentor because that's someone that's actually leading in a different way. I think of quiet, I think of like lack of communication or, moving stealth, if you will, they've had a number of those,
Well, that's an interesting point of view, John. That's an interesting point of view because if you're observing, so let's just think about this for a second. You're going to work at an establishment and you're observing.
We're definitely not talking about me.
No, actually, no, I am. No, let's just say you, the gym. There's somebody observing you in your gym, right? And they're observing you showing up at a certain time. They're observing how you handle yourself in the gym. They're observing how you manage the gym. They're quietly watching you. That person, to me, would be like, that man was a quiet mentor to me because they watched you show up on time.
100%. 100%.
Right? I see what you're saying there. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, because you're not talking about it. You're doing it.
Yes.
I mean, how many fucking fat PE coaches or football coaches are trying to teach kids how to be in shape? Okay, if you know how to do this, why are you such a lard ass? Why are you eating all the fucking Twinkies at break? You're telling me not? That's a guy that's doing this.
Well, that's where I struggle with the doctor and cops that look that way. And I love my doctors and cops, but it's just back to, I don't know how you can lead me if you're leading me in a direction that I don't believe.
Wow. And you have to remember the definition of a mentor is someone who provides guidance and support along the way. So it's kind of.
Yes. Yeah.
You know?
I wonder if this guy was looking for a mentor when he showed up in the hospital because he had a World War II artillery shell shoved up his ass.
Here we go.
A 24-year-old walked into a French ER in extreme discomfort. What they found inside him shut the hospital down.
What? Doctors found a live World War I artillery shell inside the patient. The hospital was evacuated. Bomb squad called to the...
A weapon from 1918 still finding new ways to cause problems. Some legacies just don't quit.
You knew it was going to be the gay brothers presenting the story.
I heard about this on the news, and I was like completely befuddled.
Now, I have no reason why it is in him. Like I
just fucking stuck.
You don't know why?
What?
It's not been in there since fucking 18 whatever.
No, it has not.
Look at it. Like, we're not talking a 22 caliber bullet.
Well, let's take a look at the fucking guy, and it'll probably make a lot of sense.
Oh my God, that had to hurt.
Do you think it hurt as much as your tattoo?
Probably more, I would think.
So here's the question, though. At what point in your journey do you recognize you need to go to the hospital to have the conversation? Yes.
Once it won't come back out.
Is
I wonder if the guy know it was live?
Is that what it is?
Well, I mean, why else would you? God knows you're doing what you're doing, think you're gonna have a fucking great time, and then all of a sudden, the next thing you fucking know, the thing you can't get it back out. What are your choices?
Hey, can I just tell you that my aunt, God bless her, she passed away, but she was a nurse in the ER for many, many years.
Oh my God!
She said so many stories about what they had to do out of people. Yeah, like so.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had a couple that was stuck together, by the way, one time.
Hey, I love dropping this stuff on the show here as well. I got some positive news. Some middle school students, yes, took over an incident that could have been actually quite horrific. Check out this bus ride, man. Students on a school bus. The driver actually becomes incapacitated.
Yeah.
All the high school students took over the bus and saved everybody. Like that's you know, I know it seems.
Wow.
You know, and to have these kids step in and stop the whole situation. Look, like all these kids, they organized themselves. They stopped the bus. They got in. Like the whole thing to me is actually it's encouraging for the youth of our world that we actually have some kids that can maybe that are going to help help manage the world for us that we're coming into.
That's just straight up.
The fact that they were even aware that it was going on. I mean, that bus must have been moving pretty good for them to go be like, what's going on?
Look outside. You can look in the window. You can see shit passing by pretty quickly.
Yes.
Yeah. That's one of my greatest fears about being on the bus, by the way, what's happening right here. Or any kind of car with someone else is driving and I don't have
someone else is in
that
control.
Is scary. Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, scary.
Hey, listen, guys, I got to run.
Maddie, thanks for joining us today, brother. Have yourself a great
birthday.
day.
Good to see you, Maddie.
Cheryl, John, Keith.
Talk to you later, pal. All right, Ruby's out of here. You check in with Ruby every single day, 7:30 Eastern time, right here on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. We got Petro in the comments saying they say it's the quiet ones you got to watch. Suppose you're in a bar and one guy's reading a book, not bothering anybody, and another is standing in the front with a machete banging on the door saying, "I'll kill the next motherfucker who comes in here." Who are you going to watch? George Carlin.
George Carlin.
That's a name from the past. George Carlin. Speaking of names, Willie Nelson, birthday yesterday. The guy's just getting younger with age, man.
How old is he?
Be careful, dude. Last time we said that about Chuck Norris, he fucking died 2 weeks later.
Yeah, that's right.
You're right.
You gotta be careful of that, dude.
It's like fucking watching a hockey game and saying there's a shutout happening, and then all of a sudden they score. Well, anyways, happy birthday, Willie Nelson, 76. Yesterday, man. Yeah,
I thought he was older.
No, I think he's. Hey, Grok, how old did Willie Nelson celebrate 76 yesterday? How old did he celebrate?
I'm sure you're right. Just thought he was older.
Nation. Willie Nelson didn't turn 76 yesterday. He turned 93. Born April 29th, 1933.
93, and Grok got a male voice for that one. 93 years old. Holy smokes, man.
All right, that makes more sense.
So, Johnny.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
We both know Willie Nelson has smoked a little bit of nicotine and smoked a little bit of cannabis in his life. There's the trick, brother. I'm telling you, there's the trick.
You guys gotta live long.
I've been the one. You're the one taking the fucking wrong stance on this, not me.
Oh no, I just. Cheryl, have you ever smoked nicotine?
So for 2 weeks in college, I did.
Oh.
Yep. For 2 weeks in college, and my boyfriend at the time, he just looked at me and he said, "Just let me watch you do it." He's like, "This is so stupid. Like, why are you even starting this?" But you know what? I could have easily gone on. It was that fast. And then I was like, you know what? This is a stupid thing to start. And I stopped.
No shit, eh?
Yeah, but 2 weeks in, I mean, I was enjoying it. Oddly enough.
I did too. I did too as a teenager for a while, 100%, just around my circles, around the people I hung out with, and everybody was smoking. So I was reading yesterday that was it in America or Canada? They're looking at I think it was the States banning or moving cigarettes off the shelf here. You think about it, we're kind of 50 years past. Smoking's becoming somewhat less acceptable. Yeah, and less people are smoking for the most part, like actually smoking. Right?
Is it still true that the tobacco companies have never lost a case?
Oh, I don't know. Is that true?
Yeah, that's why they've been able to defend. I mean, at one point they were, because they never lose a case about being harmful. That's how they keep doing what they're doing.
Hey, Grok, talk to us about the tobacco companies. Have they ever lost a case?
No, they didn't go undefeated forever. For decades, yeah. From the 1950s through the mid-90s, tobacco companies won pretty much every single individual lawsuit.
Wow.
Over 800 cases.
Dude, really? For 40 years, over 800 cases, they kept winning.
Well, it's because they got so much money, they just drag it out.
So no wonder that. So 40 years, of just Anderson, you made a point that I think most humans often forget about, and it actually relates to what's happening in California right now between Elon and OpenAI. When you have enough money, you can drag things out forever. Right.
And then the guy who runs out of cash basically suffocates and it's over.
Exactly right. You look at companies like when Uber raised a bunch of money, they raised it because when you're looking to disrupt a market, you're going to have to set precedent. You're going to have some legal people chasing you, Johnny. So you got to set up your bank account with lots of cash, to your point, to outlast everybody else. So I never fucking knew it. I never knew what your statement was. Holy smokes, 40 years of not losing a case.
Now that I wonder how many they've actually lost. I mean, figure over how many years, how many losses, especially in an industry like that. That's crazy.
And then keep setting precedent, right? So when you win, you set the precedent. You win, you set the precedent. You win, you set the precedent. You're just moving society in a direction that's
remember they had that some sort of a hearing. Forgive me, I don't know the name.
Yeah.
And they had all these heads of the tobacco companies.
Yes.
And the question was, is nicotine addictive? And they all said, no, nicotine is not addictive. They weren't lying. It was the other shit that's addictive.
Yes. Yeah. Well, yeah, it was how they were playing the words.
The delivery system, not the nicotine.
Yeah.
So they never, in essence, if they had just point blank lied up there, they could have been in all sorts of fucking trouble, but they weren't. Everybody thought they were because everybody thought that nicotine was the harmful substance in the whole drill. I guess.
And you think about it too, Johnny, right? So, and we grew up in that world where there was 4 choices of information to receive.
Yeah.
Right? Think about it, right? So it was like, if you read this, didn't like it, you can get this one, didn't like it, get this one, like it. And then that was your source of information. And then, okay. And then, your mom or your dad or whoever said, kid, this is the news. I guess that's the news. It's fascinating, right? Because then that's all that it was. Now we can challenge it. It's actually quite interesting to me when you put it that way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just, I mean, when it comes down to it, it's just one more thing that's highly manipulated for money.
Yes, absolutely. Speaking about manipulation, Johnny, people have been eating fake blueberries this whole time. Costco label, shocking, folks. I found this one. Get this one. So first of all, bagels. I don't eat bagels. I know you do either. But folks that are making choices in life, I'm having a healthy blueberry bagel. Actually not even blueberries in the fucking bagels. They're simulated. And I know we're not about I know we're not going down the ultra processed thing. It's just when we see a word, we think something. Blueberries. Well, fuck no, it's actually not a blueberry. And it's just my point where society and processed foods and food companies, we take a word, we change it up, and it's not what we think it is.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that's fucking food in general.
Yes, not even food, actually.
Well, remember Kentucky Fried Chicken had to change their name to KFC.
Yes.
Because there wasn't enough fucking chicken in their product to say chicken.
Well, and it was no, actually, it was they changed it because America was not liking the word fried. And the word fried was from the marketing advertising world, it was freaking people out. So it was like, you know what, we're going to move fried from it and just call it KFC. And it didn't have anything to do with the lack of chicken in their product. No, as a matter of fact, they're actually accused of the other, that they were blowing up their chickens with too much hormones and stuff to make the chickens too plump. But no, they actually changed from Kentucky Fried because the word fried became like a passé word in our society.
Another one of those things that gets started that you assume it makes sense.
Yes. That's exactly it. Guys, you don't have burnout, you have no purpose. It's funny, Card and I were talking yesterday about no purpose and burnout. And he wakes up every single day. He's got a little business. So Johnny, I got a call yesterday from Carter. I get out of the blue. He's like, my office thing rings and he's like, holy shit. I go, what? He goes, some dude just called me from my cold call outreach. He's like, oh shit, my pants, my phone rang, because he's been doing cold calls, eh? So he does a cold call and somebody called him back and he's like, Dad, I didn't know how to fucking respond. It was funny, man, because he's been making 30 to 40 calls a day. True story, like reaching out, making calls. And then last night at the end of the day, I get an email, goes, another guy called me. I was like, that's awesome, man. It's pretty cool because it's like fishing, right? You throw a line out there and you wonder what you're going to catch. But it was
you figure, it's also too, nobody does that type of fishing anymore.
That's exactly it.
So it's like, fuck this old schooler.
Yeah.
The guy I've got a few people that I've worked with for long periods of time. Yeah. And they got me through cold call.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah. And what I do is, if I mean, a lot of times I'll give them, if they feel like they got character, I'll give them a chance. I'll just drag them along for, let's see how consistent you can be before I give you any business.
Yes.
And if they stay on communication for any lengthy period of time, okay, this person knows how to finish shit.
Well, it's really cool watching this young man's journey, Johnny. We were talking last week and we were talking about just this idea of building your own business, which is what he's doing, or working for somebody else. And I said, there's not a right or wrong. If your choice in life is I want to go work for somebody else, that's cool. I support you. I'm your dad. I love you unconditionally. But I want you to remember something. So while you're going and building your business right now and all the hard work you're going and doing right now, if you do make the choice to go work for somebody one day, what you're doing is acknowledging that you're succumbing to what that guy is doing, because he's doing what you have neglected to do. Because for him to start a business, to hire you, he's had to do what you're doing right now. You follow what I'm saying? I said, so if you can be patient and put the work in and put the time in, you won't have to make that choice about, do I want to go get a job and work for somebody, because you'll be the guy who somebody's going to come work for. And it was interesting because I was like, everything you're doing right now, like making the calls and doing all these things, that's what a business owner is. Or you can go work for somebody and get the guaranteed paycheck. It's like, well, no. I said, exactly. So keep doing the work.
Well, people say, I need the security of a job. Well, job security is being really fucking good at whatever you do.
Yes.
That's security.
Yes. That's exactly.
Because it doesn't make a difference whether you're working for yourself or you go get a job using that skill. If you're fucking good enough, you'll be fine.
Yes. Yes, that's exactly it. So,
but that fucking guy that tries to lay up behind the good insurance, he's the one that fucking constantly gets bumped around.
That's right. That's right. I'll tell you who's not getting bumped around, Keith and Johnny. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do a lifestyle reset hour 2. We're gonna have a conversation about you don't have burnout, you have no purpose. We're gonna talk purpose interests with myself and John when we come back in about 2 minutes here on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John. Johnny, burnout or no purpose? I'm giving you something to talk about on the lifestyle tip this morning on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends.
Lifestyle tip. This is potent and it's short and sweet. To do great things, you've got to get uncomfortable. Why? Because when you're uncomfortable, you'll do shit that you wouldn't do when you're comfortable. Myself, I learned this early on. I'm actually very comfortable with friction. When things are uncomfortable around me, that's where I'm comfortable because I know that's where I'm making progress. Now, there's a balance there because you got to manage the anxiety once you're in there, but once you start to learn to be comfortable when everybody else is very uncomfortable, you realize that's your spot. And you do things to continually keep yourself uncomfortable so you operate at a higher level than if you were comfortable. So what's the tip? Get uncomfortable. Why? Because when you're uncomfortable, you'll do the shit you wouldn't do when you're comfortable. Rock and roll.
Good morning. Welcome back to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Hour 2 starting right now. I'm the handsome chief. Yeah, that's me. I'm Keith Billis. Over there's John Anderson. Over there's Matt Roof. And over there's Cheryl Rafael Whitaker joining me this morning on the big show we call Mornings in the Lab. We go live every single day right here on mornings.live. We got Jimmy on the buttons. We got Kai on the poll. And we got Melissa on the numbers. I'm sorry. We got Melissa on the words, on the letters, on the things that I say every single day. Hey, coming up, guys, you don't have burnout. You have no purpose. Yeah. No burnout. No purpose. No, we don't. Oh, there we go. And then, hey, I also got something else here. You ever wonder? Maybe you don't. Maybe some of us do. The size of what America. Jimmy, what's the size of America state by state? Hint, hint. We're talking about it in a few moments. But before we do that, we're going to get into a conversation about you don't have burnout. You have no purpose. And if you have no purpose, you might have burnout. That conversation starts right now on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends.
Men call it burnout, but half of you are just bored, under-challenged, and scared to admit you're purposeless. If your self-care plan is naps, apps, and doom scrolling, you're not recovering, you're avoiding. That's rust out. No mission, no progress, and every email feels like a weight plate on your chest. I'm not lost. I'm just strategically uncommitted, like a man who still thinks motivation is foreplay. So Keith and John, is burnout real? Or is it just a man with no mission trying to seduce comfort?
So I'm thinking you're 40, 45, you're a Gen Xer, maybe 50. You're staring at your laptop or your job. Yeah. You're kind of feeling like your battery's at about 2%. And you're sitting back going, fuck, I feel like I'm burnt out today. And you think you maybe need a 3-week sabbatical. Maybe that, or you're like, maybe I need some, I got to give myself a meditation app, or I got to go to the doctor. Or here's a common one. Sorry, nation. My thyroid is off. Really? I wonder how many people, so let's bring Johnny up here. I wonder how many people have been diagnosed with thyroid issues, Johnny, with getting their thyroid. I'm being serious right now. I wonder how many folks chase bad thyroid and it's actually, oh, Johnny, you're blurry. I got to think thyroid medicine, one of the most overprescribed drugs on the planet. And I wonder how much of it is actually true because they're all linking themselves to burnout when they're just not interested in what they're doing and they're eating bad foods.
Yeah, I mean, there's no question. There's a interesting correlation there. You know, you don't get tired winning.
No, and I see Howard. There's nothing wrong with it. So I've been on thyroid medication. I stopped it years ago because I just wasn't doing anything for me, and I didn't think it was the reason why I was feeling tired. And I'm being serious. There was a point in my life there. It was 10 years ago, so 10, 12 years ago. I was feeling off. I remember talking to AJ about it, and I was going to the doctor, getting some tests and everything, and you know what it was, Johnny? I wasn't eating well. I wasn't sleeping well. My cortisol was through the roof. I was fucking stressed. I was going through some changes in life. It had nothing to do with my thyroid. But sure enough, I went in and he gave me my tests and my numbers were off, whatever it was. What's the first thing he does? Oh, this is what the problem is. And then I went
thyroid. Thyroid, when you take that medicine, it's speeding you up.
Yes.
Yes. That's a bodybuilding trick. It's a way to stimulate your metabolism to, burn off. But keep in mind, it's like it's just revving up a motor without any fuel in your case.
Yes. Yeah. Well, Holbright says I don't take the pills and my levels are always fine on the blood test. Well, that's what I did, Holbright. I just stopped because I was like, I don't want to say I didn't think it was working, but I just, I'm like you. I don't rush to get medicine. I don't rush to, I've never been that way. I don't rush to the doctor to get myself a prescription because I think he's going to fix me. There's got to be
a perfect subscription.
That's exactly it. Like, there's
usually a person that starts that won't stop.
That's yes. So I stopped because I was like, wait a minute, I got to make some changes to my life instead of leaning on that, because if I don't change my life, I'm just going to add another bottle and I'm going to add another bottle and I'm going to add another bottle. Next thing you know, I have fucking 30 bottles on the shelf, from the thyroid medicine to the statin medicine and all that. And no, it wasn't burnout because I hadn't, and that's what not burnout of purpose. I was struggling with purpose, Johnny. I remember, dude, I had sold the company. I was going through some changes in my personal life and I was lacking some purpose. I had money in the bank, but I was like, what the fuck am I doing? I wasn't happy working, collecting a big paycheck. I would take the stress.
That's because you just said the fucking collecting a paycheck.
Exactly.
You change sides of the fence.
Exactly. I would trade the stress and the joy for what we are doing here daily for that guaranteed check that I was receiving. I know people are like, what are you talking about? No, for me, I'm telling you the truth. I remember how miserable I was. Fuck, I was miserable. True story. I wasn't in my interest. We talk about it all the time. No purpose.
Yeah, interest is a powerful fucking term.
It absolutely is a powerful fucking term. 100%.
I was talking to somebody the other day. It was a friend's kid.
Yeah.
And they were in their mid-20s, so it wasn't a kid, but
yeah.
All intents and purposes for the conversation. And they were basically asking me, how do I do what I do? How do I get up? How do I eat right? I said, you'll be kind of tripped out by the answer. Well, what is it? Interest. What do you mean? Well, because this stuff interests me.
Yeah.
It's not difficult. They're like, oh God, I thought you were going to say it was just this brutal discipline. Well, the brutal discipline follows right in line with the interest, because you realize that you're interested in doing these things because how you feel, how you perform. And that interest basically creates this nice, call it a rhythm. That rhythm gets backed up by the fucking repetition, which creates the discipline to do it when we don't want to.
When I came back into the world to rebuild myself in the business before you and I met, I remember talking with Neiman Melissa all the time here. Like, what am I selling? What am I standing for? What am I good at? And it's discipline. It's showing up. And I had a hard time packaging that messaging up, because to your point, people want magic. They want like, okay, what do I got to do to be you? Well, here's what you got to do. Oh, well, I don't really want to do that. Oh, okay. Then you don't want to get on stage. You want to sit in the stands. And actually, let's talk just for a second. I observe like you do, and I watch people around me like you do. And I say to myself, when people come to me saying, so, I see what you do and I see all this, and how could I be part of that? Or how can I do this? How could I be like that too? Like, well, how come I don't see you working as much as I am? Well, like this. It's like the Kobe Bryant thing. You want to be as good as me? Why aren't you in the fucking gym with me every single day? Why are you going to the dressing room early? Why are you leaving the court early? Why aren't you out there shooting the shots? It's actually quite incredible to me when people come to me saying, I'd like to.
The answer is it's very simple. You can. You're choosing not to.
Well, that's exactly it. Yes. Why is it
you don't have a time issue, you have a priority issue.
A priority issue. Yeah. Hey, if you had a chance, here's a question for you. We've talked this a little bit before. If you had a chance to take a birth control pill as a man, 100% effective, doesn't affect you hormonally, would you take it?
I mean, yeah, but I don't know why I wouldn't. I mean, I have
2 options for 60 years, condom or vasectomy. Science finally pulled up, and they brought something that actually reverses.
Cornell tested a compound called JQ1, shut sperm production down 100%. Stop the drug, fertility came right back.
Real question, would men actually take it?
Half these dudes won't even schedule a physical.
Well, before we go, so there's a side effect. Creates this, but it's going to do this, but it's going to create that. What's the create that?
The side effect part, yes. You're always looking at the adverse effects, right? Yes, yeah. To me, it's like, well, is it kind of one of those conversations where finally we put some responsibility, onto the other half of the situation, the man, and say, okay, you can take a pill too, instead of just wrapping it, because there's an option for us. Good morning, Rico.
Well, it's because we're not left with being pregnant.
Well, yes, we aren't left with being pregnant.
There's a little difference in the motivation of the two people, entertaining, birth control.
Oh my God. Yeah. Hey, a study was done, Jimmy. The study was done across the United States. And this is an interesting study, I think, to say the least. And the study was about, Jimmy, do you have an opener for this? If you do, let's run it. If not, then we're just going to have a conversation about it. John, there's a study was done about penis sizes across the United States.
Didn't we just talk about this?
Did we talk about? I can't remember if we did or not. Yeah,
I mean, there's got to be plenty of fucking studies, so it could maybe just different study.
Dude, Alabama almost 8 inches. Yeah, Alabama.
Yeah, we didn't have a conversation about cock size based upon region.
Yeah, Alabama almost 8 inches, followed by Louisiana, West Virginia, Vermont, all of our Mormon friends in Utah. Delaware ranked last. So those that are growing up in Delaware have the smallest penis sizes. In Alabama, the biggest. Dude, almost 8 inches. I wonder why. I'm being serious. I wonder why that is.
That's a good point. I mean, my first thought would have to do with something like when I think of places like, West Virginia. I mean, these are fucking people that are living in the woods. It's got to be some. I would have to think there's some level of how you've been raised, how you've eaten, how you know what I mean.
Well, it's actually fascinating, dude. Louisiana,
it's a growth thing. If you did you maximize your growth plates? I don't know if penis has a growth plate, but.
So Alabama, let's call it 7.5. Louisiana, 7.1. West Virginia, 7. Utah, under 7 inches. Oh, and get this, Rhode Island, under 6. I'm sorry, yes, and in Delaware, about 5 inches. So between Delaware and Alabama, there's 2.5 inches in dick size difference. I'm being absolutely fucking serious right now.
I can't believe that the gay brothers didn't introduce this. They're salivating in the green room right now. They're like, fuck, we got to go to Alabama.
A 2.5 inch delta over Alabama to Utah. I'm sorry, to Delaware. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
mean, I would, again, usually things like this, think about, instead of dick size, think about height. I wonder if it has any correlation to the height of the person. Think of just the overall, when you live a certain way, your body will more than likely maximize its blueprint.
Yes.
So are we talking about areas where, the style of living doesn't help one maximize their growth blueprint? Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100% it makes sense. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, and Charlie Goodtime says that's why people travel for work. Oh, yes. So I wonder if there's some statistical analysis where there's a higher propensity.
Ask Grok why this would be. What does she find?
Hey, Grok, why are penis sizes bigger in Alabama than in Delaware?
Nation, here's the real answer. This data isn't from doctors measuring anyone. It's all self-reported. Guys in Alabama are bragging harder than guys in Delaware. That's why you see a 2.5-inch gap. There's no scientific reason, no diet, no height correlation, no lifestyle blueprint that makes Alabama men bigger than Delaware men. Studies show no real geographic pattern in actual penis size. It's just who exaggerates more on anonymous surveys. Delaware also ranked as the state that lies the most about their size to partners. Alabama just tells bigger lies overall. So the difference you're seeing is ego, not anatomy.
Oh, there you go.
So it's just a bunch of rednecks sitting around a campfire drinking beer talking about how big their cocks are. Is what it
That's exactly it.
So whoever talks about it more gets the award.
Whoever thinks it's bigger makes
exactly.
Whoever thinks it's bigger makes it bigger. That's exactly it. Yeah, and Charlie, that's why I wonder if there was a. So once these fake studies come out, I wonder if that makes the females get on the airplanes and fly down to Alabama a little quicker. Yeah. Hey, Jimmy, did you know first? Did you know?
Did you know your calf has a built-in second heart? That little bastard helps push blood uphill all day.
It's called the soleus muscle. Every time it contracts, it helps pump venous blood back toward your chest against gravity.
That matters because when you sit too damn long, blood can start pooling in your legs, and circulation takes a hit.
So walking isn't just being active. It's part of the mechanical system that keeps your blood moving like it should.
That's why long stillness gets risky fast. Weak calf pump action means worse venous return and more stress on the system.
Tiny muscle, huge job. Move your legs like your bloodstream depends on it, because it kind of does. That's our today's Did You Know? Back to Keith and John.
The calf's a little more important than maybe we pay attention to, isn't it? Aren't they?
Well, I mean, there's no question this is interesting, but think of it just movement.
Yes.
If you sat in your chair and just swang and just moved your arms all over the place, you would increase overall circulation.
Yeah.
Obviously, the legs are huge muscles, so when they start moving, they're going to pump even more blood.
Yes. Yeah. Did you when you sleep? So, serious question: when you're sleeping or laying down, do you find like the Charlie horse or knots happen in your calves? Like, and when you do have them, how do you get out of them? Like when they really knot up on you, like does that happen to you? Seriously, like I'm serious.
I can't say I have that problem. Usually that's a mineral imbalance.
Oh, is that right? Seriously?
Yeah. In most cases, people think like sodium and potassium have to be balanced or you're heavily susceptible to cramps.
Oh, because there'll be times sometimes where if I'm laying and I'm relaxed, like I'll get like a Charlie horse, like a calf cramp, and I gotta just relax. I find I gotta relax my toes and just relax myself out of it.
Might be a lack of potassium.
Oh fuck! There's good time. Bananas help with cramps. Yeah. No shit. I did not know that actually. Seriously. Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is a banana has almost zero potassium nowadays, but spinach would be a better option.
Oh, I like spinach. Yeah.
And avocados really high in potassium, but it's a balance. If people ever think sodium, which is great, but if sodium's where it needs to be and potassium's low, you're going to be more, or vice versa.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, it's. I mean, granted, some people are just, it's never one thing, but I mean, that's one thing that people tend to miss. Right. Hydration could be another one too. If you're hydrating not on a schedule, then you're creating, like a lot of times people say, "Oh, I drink a gallon of water every day." And you look at their pattern, they drink, just a fraction of it in the first part of the day. They realize they're late, so they start guzzling water down. The body senses this overage coming, and the kidneys turn on full bore, saying, "We got to get rid of this. It's coming in too fast." You stop drinking the water. Kidneys don't know for a while. They keep spitting water out. Now you're more dehydrated than when you started.
Oh yeah.
So it's not just how much are you drinking, how are you drinking it?
Oh yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense.
And then if you drink that much water too short a period of time, it flushes out a lot of the shit that you need in there.
Yes. Yeah. I know you're a man who enjoys a good craft. You strike me as somebody who would if you were like a motorcycle rider or a Harley kind of rider, you'd strike me as somebody who would take pride in the skull cap or the gear, like the good craftsmanship. And I know you're not one who likes to drink. I know you like good quality product. I found a really cool little clip here. But how they apply red wax seals to a whiskey bottle. And it's really kind of neat because to me, this craft that we've often lost in the world where we automate everything. Like when we make, like, I'm just thinking about like making a good, like that's pretty cool, man. Like this nice bottle of whiskey and then like just this simple, like just waxing it. And I know you're like, what the fuck? There's something pretty, like that's a very personal, like that's a,
well, it goes back to doing something that's more handmade, if you will.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, versus something that's just pumped out thousands in an hour in a factory.
Like that's pretty cool, man. And I even got a clip of some guy like making like a skull cap, right? And just the raw black skull capped hat where it takes me back to.
I actually have a series of those for a guy who knits them by hand.
Oh, seriously?
Mm-hmm.
Like skull cap.
Skull cap is a little beanie, right? Yeah.
That's pretty cool, man. Yeah, it reminds me of like when like with what do you call those? They don't make there's no horseshoes. What do you call the guys that make horseshoes?
Like shit, an iron worker.
Like
that's the wrong word, but something Smith.
Yeah, but we don't have like a farrier, like we don't have them anymore. Yeah, like they don't exist anymore, right? So when I blacksmith, thanks. Blacksmith, yeah. But I think about the craftsmanship of a blacksmith. Like we just like that's long, like somebody who can make you something really freaking cool. Like check out this black skull cap. Like look at this one guy here. Like, I think this is what you're talking about. Like this to me is really neat, man. Like just some guy's shop just making like look, that looks like something for Slash, but he's turning it into a skull cap. Like the workmanship, yeah,
looks like a top hat.
It ends up turning into a. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, this is a top hat. Yeah, but it's a metal one, a metal black ass top hat. It's like something like Slash would wear. But my point is, I really enjoy the craftsmanship, and I feel like that is
it's unique.
Yeah.
It's like when you got something like, fuck, where did you get that? Not at fucking Walmart.
And you
not at Target.
And you strike me as a person like me that is into this kind of stuff, where you're walking through a shop and you're like, you can be in you and Terry are walking through some little town in America. You're like, holy fuck, look at that jacket this guy made. I got to get that jacket. It's just one of them, the custom made stuff, eh? And I'll say to you, John, I'd be willing to make a bet. We're going to see much more of this coming back over the next 50 years. I think as society shifts to more of an analog state, it's a digital world. I think we're going to see some steps back where
folks. Look at that on the top.
That's fucking cool, man.
Yeah, that top totally set it off.
Yes. So to me, that's $1 million business in 2026. Let me tell you why. You run some good social media. You set up a local shop, good craftsmanship. I bet you that's a good little business today.
Yeah, and that thing will spread like wildfire, just word of mouth.
That's exactly it. Right. And
where did you get that?
Yes. Yeah. That's
a statement.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, and that's what I enjoy when you do these little road trips and you find these little places, these little towns. And I know when Laura and I were out in the Galapagos, we find some good little shops. And there's some stuff in our bedroom there that I'm like, that's really fucking cool, man. You'll never find it anywhere on the planet, right? And that's the stuff I really take pride in.
Yeah, I agree. Something that it's got some meaning behind it.
Yeah, and some dude made it. So so Terry's not feeling well. What do you guys plans today with Terry? Like, what she gonna? Are you gonna nurse her?
I don't know. I got like the kind of the afternoon. I have one consultation in the afternoon.
Yeah.
But I'm just kind of leaving the day semi-open so that if she needs my help, then I'm here. But I don't know. I mean, it's shit. This will be day 3. I'm hoping she's up and moving around a little better.
Is she hydrating herself, or is she trying to
do the best she can? I mean, she's got really tired, that sensitive skin, had the shits yesterday. So yeah, I mean, that's usually when that comes in later, that's never a good sign. That means we're going to another system.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I hope to God my nicotine keeps me from getting what she's got, because I'm definitely not looking forward to this. Will be her third day down,
dude. Yeah, that's
yeah. It hit her in the afternoon on Tuesday.
Okay.
And she just was down like flames, and then all day yesterday. So today will be the third day if she stays in bed.
Oh shit, man! Shit,
yeah.
Man.
No shit. I definitely am not looking forward to that. But I'm hoping, like I said, I hope I already went through it. I'm really, really interested to see if this, because I think nicotine would be a big part of why I didn't get it if I don't get it.
Well, I'm curious. It's certainly curious. Well, and I would be curious to know if she. Well, no, I was going to say if she's took some nicotine, would it help her out of it? But she's right in the middle of being sick right now.
Yeah,
so
it's more of a defense mechanism.
Yes, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but it'll be interesting because I did recognize I had some of her symptoms, but they never blossomed.
Yeah,
which would say kind of would kind of lead to what a lot of the studies are saying about nicotine, but we'll find out.
Yeah.
I had one other time where she got sick, and I just caught a snip of it.
Yeah,
but it was like she wasn't really that. This time she's fucked up.
Who gets sick first between the two of you usually?
It kind of goes back and forth.
Does it? Yeah.
Well, it's funny now that I say that. The last few times, if this one, the time before it was her, if this one could be me, if I'm correct in my assumption. So, but I would say when I think of some of the big ones, I've gone first, because she's like, oh, you pussy, just trying to kind of keep me tough, and then I'm like, no, babe, this is really fucking me up. Then a couple days later, she'll get it, and she's like, call an ambulance. I'm like, wait a minute, come on, tough girl.
Who's the pussy now, right?
Yeah, well, there was a time, it was a few years ago.
Yeah,
and I was so fucking cold. Like she had that yesterday. I couldn't get her warm. Oh. Anyway, she was like, let's just go in the hot tub. We'll get it really hot and we'll warm you up that way. I'm like, I'm not fucking taking my clothes off to get out there. You fucking kidding me? And then she gets sick like this, and a couple days later, oh, come on, let's go in the hot tub. She just looks at me like, so I kind of love it when I go first, because then I can, all the shit that she says to me, I can throw back at her.
Good Time says, did she drink the water in Mexico? Charlie, I'll tell you something. When we went to Kenya a few years ago, John, we get there and there's a pool at our place we're staying, and Carter decides to jump in the pool the first day we're there. Well, he jumps in the pool, and as he jumps in the pool, he inhales just not intentionally, but a bunch of water. He swallows it. Shigella. 24 hours or 48 hours of shitting, vomiting, sick, just by accident. Jumps in the water the first 2 days of a 2-week trip, and the kid is sweating and he's shitting, and he's like, and I think it's called Shigella. I think that's what it's called. But yeah, like he got like this bug in his body because he drank the fucking pool water. Like,
well, that was also with chlorine and shit in there too. Fuck. which is not nearly as strong as what's coming out of the tap.
Oh, that's exactly it. I remember we were sharing a room. I remember getting up in the middle of the night with him, and he's standing in the doorway and he's just sweating. And he's like, Dad, I go, oh, dude, man. And he's just, anyway, I'm like, sorry, man. He goes, I know. And it was what it was. Just, it was the water.
In these big cities now, it's crazy where you can almost smell when these cities are getting too overpopulated. When you can smell, it's like, fuck, if you can smell sewage,
yes,
at any part of the city, that can't be good water.
No. I grew up with well water. We had to put salt in it to soften it, like water softener salt.
Yeah.
Right? That's how I grew up with that kind of.
Yeah, me too.
And actually, the true story, out at the farm, the funny farm we joke about, it was water from the well, but the dugout. I remember as a young boy going to the dugout.
What's the dugout?
Like a big hole in the ground. They dug it out, and the water in the ground it pumps out, and that's where we got the water.
Oh, so it's just like a fucking big pond.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, and on the same farm, my mom and that family grew up in an outhouse. So I remember going to the farm, Johnny, where there was actually not like there was not a running water bathroom. You go to the outhouse for your shit, you come in the house, you wash your hands.
No wonder you fuckers did so much weird shit to stay entertained.
Jimmy, what the fuck is this? What is this?
World who doesn't understand the risks behind social media. So I just wanted to show her something. So tell me where I am, Jose Monkey.
Okay, I hope your 10-year-old's watching. What can we say? Jimmy, this one's too long. I don't want to run that one's too long. It's kind of goofy. Actually, no. So here, let's do this instead. I found this little clip, man. This is hilarious. Good time. Ears on this one. Johnny, did you wear shorts like this? Remember when Magnum PI was on? Look at this guy's shorts, man. Just packing the shorts.
Those are coming back.
Like, look at the thighs, the shorts. Like that, dude. That's awesome. Look at how big he is.
It's like when that's in style, then you got to get used to the ones down over the fucking knees. Then you get used to those, and you got to go back the other way.
Yes. Look how big he is next to the car, though. His Ferrari, though. I thought that was quite striking. Like how big.
Look at the fucking 1970s and 80s in the NBA.
Oh my God!
Just straight fucking pecker shorts.
I wonder if the guys in Alabama were hanging out of the shorts there, but
I mean, like Wilt Chamberlain just got the fucking longest legs, and in that era, he had the shortest shorts. Crazy.
That's funny. You're absolutely right. Back in that era, yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it goes to where you can't even see people's knees.
Yes. Yeah. You know what's really cool when we age is lions. Jimmy, Johnny, John, before you go.
Hey, John, before you go, quick quote of the day. A lion may lose its teeth, but never its hunger, which is poetic and also deeply creepy in context.
It's trying to sound wise, but it reads like, I'm old, broke, and still thirsty. Sir, please log off and hydrate.
The metaphor is doing heavy lifting. Lion, teeth, hunger, when the real message is, age didn't fix my wandering eyes. And the caption's basically an excuse. I can't help it, I'm just a lion. Nah, you're just a dude on Facebook.
The comments cheering it on are wild king behavior. Bro, that's not a king, that's a grandpa with Wi-Fi.
Hey, John, are we calling this still got it confidence? Or just unfiltered old man audacity? And why does the internet reward it?
I love me a good rear end. I love nothing like good.
The lion, the statement about everybody wants to be a lion until it's time to do what lions do. and a lion does not sit outside a fucking window peeping.
This old dude just.
How's the peeping going, you fucking weirdo?
I see this video. I'm like, there's this old dude.
And even better, he's holding he looks like he's a blind man. He's covering it up. He's got a stick like he's blind, but then he's sitting there watching through the window. He's a professional peeper right there. He's incognito.
His hands are behind him. That's just a creak in the window.
Oh, I thought that was a stick. I was like, this motherfucker's got glasses on. He's walking around like he's blind until he finds something he wants to stare at.
Charlie says he's just looking at his reflection. He's like, no, I see me some butts in that window. He stops and just stares. He's just standing there staring. Oh man. Hey, how's Benny doing? You connected with Ben this morning?
Yep. He'll be waiting for me as soon as I get over there. I literally drop off here and jump onto another yard stream. Literally that quick.
Well, listen, let's get you over there to see Ben this morning. Say hi to Ben for me. Let me know if he needs any help with what he's working on.
Yeah, well, definitely. He's definitely in that place where he needs some help. He's just got some other shit he's been focused on. So
good. Tell him to call me. I'll help him out.
Yeah, he said he's got some of it working, but it keeps logging itself out.
Yeah.
I think he said you were sharing the same problem. So he said if you fixed it, then he'll know what to do.
Good. Okay. Awesome. Well, say hi to Ben for me. A lot of love, brother. I'm going to get you out of here a little bit early this morning. We're going to keep the show rocking and rolling. We're back at it tomorrow on Friday with our very own Dr. John Petrocelli. Have a good.
You fucking weirdo.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know. That was interesting, though.
That was interesting, though. That was absolutely interesting. The team putting us into situations where I love it. You know what? I was talking to some folks later, Johnny, just cooking before you go. Like, oh, I don't want to have like an AI version of me on the movie poster. I'm like, what? No, but I want to look real. I'm like, the last time, if you've seen a movie poster or a Netflix poster, like those aren't real people. They're exaggerated humans of themselves. But anyways, Johnny, have a good day, brother.
Have a good loop, my brother.
Take care, Terry, okay?
You got it.
All right, pal.
See you tomorrow, my brother.
Yeah, you betcha. All right, Johnny's out of here, guys. You're left with me. You're left with the single Melissa's puppet. Yeah? What is shaking nation? Good morning, everybody. How was everybody this morning on a Thursday? Wrapping up the month of April, heading over into May. Guys, about an hour ago, I dropped an announcement. I'm going to revisit that announcement right now before I head on over to the Morning Focus. And the Morning Focus topic today is about hosts and creators. And I think the future of media, you guys know my position on this one, but the future won't belong to the future will not belong to creators. I don't believe that. The future will belong to hosts like me, Whitaker, Reedner, Maddie, and so forth. But before we do that, guys, you want to make some cash working with us? Maybe you do. Clip engine, clips.conversationos.live. Here's how it works. When our shows are done, we're going to drop clips into the bucket. You see the campaigns at the top left corner, Jimmy, see campaigns. You hit on over to campaigns and you'll see some top left corner, Jimmy, you'll see campaigns. There we go. You're heading over to campaigns. You're going to open that video over there. Boom. And then you'll see in there is a bunch of clips. You can sign up for the account. You can scroll up the page there, Jimmy. You can scroll and you can download the clips and run them on your channels, run them on your socials, or set up your own socials. For every clip that generates 1,000 views, we'll pay you $5. So this is not a new thing. The clipping services, there are clipping agencies all over the internets. What we have done differently here is we've integrated this right into our platform. So show's over, show drops into the clip engine, and folks like you can make some money. We can all make some money together. So if this is of interest to you, go try it out, clips.conversationos.live, or come knock on my door, and I am happy to help you out. But we can all make some money together. We can all grow the show together, and you can get paid to clip. Yeah, true story. All right, 58 seconds. I'm back. The future will not belong to creators. Nope. It'll belong to hosts like me, Reedner, Whitaker, and Roofy.
We don't have a creator problem. We have a leadership problem. When we chase output, we lose our voice. When we lead, people return.
The internet made content cheap. It didn't make trust cheap. If we don't earn trust this morning, we rent attention. Rent always goes up.
A creator asks, what do we post? A host asks, what do we protect? One builds reach, the other builds a place people can count on.
The feed rewards novelty. Life rewards consistency. If we live on spikes, we burn out. If we build rhythm, we get stronger.
We don't need more ideas. We need more standards. Standards create taste. Taste creates trust.
Hosting is responsibility, not vibes. We set the tone and we carry the weight. If we can't hold a room, we can't hold ourselves.
This is the shift. We stop performing for strangers and start showing up for our people. Keith's about to break down what that costs and what it builds.
Guys, I got a prediction. I predicted the future will not belong to creators. Nope. I predict it's going to belong to you, me, all of us. It's going to belong to the hosts. Good morning, JR McCullough. I dropped the best dookie of my life today. Awesome. Let's put that comment on the screen, too. We got to celebrate this one. JR McCullough dropping some dookies. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, that's a good one, man. Speaking of dookies, brand new MGK and Fred Durst single. Good tune, man. A little bit of Limp Bizkit. Yeah. Did it all for the dookie. The dookie. And then a dookie. Dookie. Guys, creators everywhere. It's all we hear about is creator tools, creator funds, creator platforms. The world is creators. Creator courses teaching creators how to create content about being creators. Yeah, it never ends. And listen, I just respect creators. I did. Yeah, 100%. Creating is hard. Publishing consistently is hard. Limp dipshit. What's going on, cornbread? Master creators. JR McCullough. Yeah. JR Michael. Yeah. Junior Michael, eh? Limp Dipshit, JK. What's going on, guys? Thanks for joining the show this morning. Where are you joining me from this morning? You're jumping into my morning monologue on the Morning Focus. We're talking about the future belongs to hosts, not to creators. Because you got creators that got courses being taught, how to create content, how to be a creator. Guys, never fucking ends. Non-stop. And listen, creating is hard. Publishing consistently is even harder. Putting yourself out there like Comrade is doing right now, harder. But we're entering a different era. I believe we're entering a very different era because the internet is drowning in content, synthetic content, and crap. Everyone posting, clipping, reacting, podcasts, newsletters, hot takes, AI across everywhere. So, the creator is not the problem anymore. No, the bottleneck is the problem. The bottleneck is not creation anymore. The bottleneck is trust. It's easy to make content. The bottleneck is presence. Content is everywhere. The bottleneck is your taste. The bottleneck is who people actually want to spend time with. Yes, I just said it. I am the bottleneck. That is where the game changes. Creators make the content. You make the content. The guy like me, I'm the host. I build the room. A creator? Well, you ask, what should I post today? The host? Me? What kind of room am I creating for people like you to come back to? Because Cornbread, if Steve-O can do it, you can do it too. Yes. So if we can get Cornbread back here because I'm the host inviting Cornbread back, I'm looking to create a room where people can come back to every single day, 8 o'clock, live right here on Mornings in the Lab. A creator thinks about reach. Me? I think about a rhythm. A creator? He wants attention. I want you guys to feel like you belong. That creator? Well, publishing into your feed. Me? I want to become part of your life. Yeah, completely different game. My goal is to create a habit with you. A creator wants to get you into a habit of consuming their content. And for the last decade, you guys, the internet trained everyone to chase one thing, the big D word. The big D word. No, Alabama, we're not talking about dicks. The big D word. Distribution, Jimmy. Yes, distribution. More views, more followers, more impressions, more clips, more hooks, more volume. But here's the reality. Content? Yeah. Content today? Yeah, content today. Content today is becoming so cheap. So cheap. It's actually almost nothing to create. It's becoming infinite. It's becoming automated. And when something becomes infinite, well, what does it do? It loses value. It loses power. So what does not become cheap? There's the $1 million question, Smore Nation. It's not a trick one. What does not become cheap? If something becomes infinite, it loses power. What does not become cheap? I know what it is. Do you? Presence. Judgment. Chemistry. Timing. Trust. Yeah, I said trust. Think about that. Trust. The ability to hold a room. That, my friends, is hosting. That is trust in motion. The feed you see, it gives you fragments, loses all the context. The host, me, what I've created for you, I've given you a room. The feed gives you noise. I'm giving you a rhythm. The feed gives you the clips. I'm giving you some continuity, live, 8 o'clock every single day with me and John, a real human being. That feed over there, wrecking your day, it's doing nothing but stimulating you. What are you doing with me? I'm giving you somewhere to come back to. And that's the last time I checked. I think, and I know you think, that matters. Because I don't know if people are overwhelmed just by content. They're exhausted by the content. Clips everywhere, rage everywhere, rants everywhere, headlines, reactions, fake shit everywhere. Some would say it's actually just too much anymore. And yet, people are still, why are we all so disconnected? Why is the world lonelier than ever? Why is the world just a place of disconnection? Doesn't that tell us something? Think about this. We have more content than ever and less connection than ever. Social media is gone. It's not even social. It's interest, attention media. So maybe content was never the thing people were really looking for. No, maybe that's why, maybe, people were looking for rooms, for voices, for rituals, for personalities that they can trust. Oh, did he say personalities they can trust? Yes. That's the point of this big morning show that we do every single day right here on the Mornings in the Lab Live Network. Thank you, Good Time, for the couple bucks. $1.99 from Good Time dropping on the table this morning. Thank you, my brother. You're so kind. You have a choice to spend your time, and you choose to spend it with us every single day, and I got nothing but love for that, Charlie. I appreciate that, man. The $2 on the table, that is awesome. But people, we are looking for trust. We're looking for personalities we can trust. You guys know we all grew up in the same era. A habit, a time, a rhythm, recurring, a format. You guys know what it feels like to be in those situations. That is why the old radio we grew up with mattered. And that is why morning shows mattered. That's why Howard Stern mattered. That's why Oprah mattered. And that is why Rogan matters today. Not because they create content. No, because they host worlds. They host conversations. They host attention in a place. And I believe strongly that is exactly what the next era of media needs. Because the feed that we all go to and scroll to and wreck our brains with is not a place. Think about that. It is a hallway. That's all that it is. That feed is a hallway. There's a purpose. It looks like a fucking hallway. Walking past each other, bumping into each other, hot takes, headlines, ads, arguments, clips, and strangers, and fighting. But fuck, man, let me ask you this. Who lives in a hallway? When's the last time you knew somebody living in a hallway? Yet we spend all of our time in these feeds. In other words, the hallways. Nobody lives in a fucking hallway. People live in rooms. And the next great media company, Mornings in the Lab, will be built by people who understand how to create rooms. And I'm leading the charge. Damn it, I'll humbly say it. I'm leading the charge. I said this to Neiman yesterday. You can dress up an entertainer, but they're still not an entertainer. So what are we going to do? We're going to create safe spaces. We're going to create spaces, rooms for you to come back to. Not just channels, not just shows, rooms. Rooms, spaces where you can spend time with us to grow, to engage. A morning room, a business room, a men's health room, a founder room. Fuck, a weird room. Rooms all over the place. A room with a point of view. More importantly, a room people can return to and say, these, John, Brianna, Billis, Petro, Good Time, Sullivan, Roofy, these are my people. That, my friends, is not the creator economy. No, that's the host economy. Because the creator economy rewards production. The host economy, I reward convening. I reward those that can bring people together, those that can set the tone, those that can make the conversation worth returning to on a daily basis, those that can turn strangers into regulars, like all of you on the show. Think of you guys. You guys all never knew each other, but now we spend time every single morning here in the community together, from stranger to regular. So the question I have for the next host out there is this: who can create a ritual strong enough to survive the feed? Pardon me for saying this, but all you motherfuckers out there are creating those podcasts and just doing them when you can do them. That's not a habit. That's just a show sitting on a shelf that you're wishing people would show up for. Think about it for a second. I had a great conversation yesterday with a fellow who's on the show. His name was Thomas W. Green. And he's like, dude, you're creating a habit. I go, yep. He goes, that might be one of the most powerful business products you can create. I go, yep, it's a habit. People create products. Visionaries create habits. And this is why many creators will struggle, because they're too busy creating posts. They're too busy thinking about what's coming up today. They're not thinking about creating a room. They're not thinking about creating a live conversation. They're thinking about creating clips. They're thinking about, I got 1.3 million views on my viral video. Good for you. How many relationships did you create from that? None. Oh yeah, good for you. They think in spikes. I got 200 fake viewers to my live show yesterday. Yeah, you did. Good for you. That's not a ritual. That's fake. Creators, they think the job is to be seen. But the real job is to make other people feel like they are part of something worth showing up to, like we do every single morning. My goal when I wake up every single day is to create a space for you guys to feel comfortable showing up for. That is harder because hosting is leadership, nation. Yeah. A great host is not just a performer. Now I'm going to be humble here for a second. A great host is a leader of attention. And if you can't see it, you're fucking blind, because that is where media is going, not more content, better leaders of attention. Because when AI can generate everything, the question becomes, who do I trust to gather around? Who has the taste? Who has the presence? Who has the judgment? Who can create a room that I actually want to return to on a daily basis? That is why hosts matter. And that is exactly the lane that we are building daily. Guys, we're not making content every single morning. No, I don't think in the world of content, because that would be just too small. I wake up every single day and I go to bed every single day thinking about how we can continue building a room, a live room, a recurring room, a morning room for you, a room for men, for women, for Gen Xers who want to start their day sharper, stronger, more awake and less alone, because live, like we do here, and so many of you struggle with, it changes everything. Live creates stakes, it creates rhythm, it creates accountability, it creates a habit. And live creates trust in a way that polished content absolutely cannot. We know you can fake posts, clips, perfect edits. Man, is it hard to fake showing up every morning to hold the room. And guys, if you haven't figured it out, that right there is the moat. Not the microphone. No, not the camera. No. The room. The ritual. Not even the software. I talk about Conversation OS all the time. That's not it. It's the relationship. It's the relationship that I'm building with you, the host, you, the viewer, us, the community. So the question is no longer, how do I make more content? No, the better question is this. What room should I be hosting? Who are you gathering together? What conversations are you going to lead? And what ritual are you going to create? And then the question you have to ask yourself is this: what do people become part of when they show up with you daily? That is the future, nation. Because creators, all you creators out there, I love it. Keep getting after it. You guys can get all the attention you want. But hosting, live hosting, creates connection. It creates gravity. Gravity, nation, is more powerful than reach. Reach is a spike. Gravity is the return. And reach is someone seeing you once, but gravity is someone building you into their life. That is the habit. That is the shift. Nation, the next wave of media that is being bred and created all around us right now will not be won by people who publish the most. Nope. It's going to be won by people who convene the best. And here's something to consider. Yeah, there's many creators out there that make great content. But hosts build the rooms. And nation, if you're paying any attention, those hosts that build the rooms, those rooms are where the future that I'm a part of, you're a part of, the future is going to be built.
Let's be honest. Most of us would rather set ourselves on fire than admit we are the villain in our own story. Today's lineup is all about that uncomfortable look in the mirror. We are talking about blown-up marriages and inherited demons, and the difference between actually leading and just playing dress-up in the boardroom. It is heavy, and it is necessary.
And it is going to sting a little. Over to you, handsome chief. Let's make them sweat.
Got off of my buttons. J.R. McCullough. Hire OnlyFans creators with bouncing boobs. Get lots of viewers. Yes. Look what the Man Show did back in the day. Dude, you're right. You're right. You're bang on with that one, 100%. And Charlie says, live is where it's at. You are ahead of the rest. Charlie, what? No, Charlie, I'm not giving head to the rest. Charlie, get your head of the gutter, man. No, I'm absolutely not giving head. Oh, I am ahead of the rest. Oh, I thought you said you wanted me to give head to the rest. No, that's not the goal there. No, I know I'm ahead of the rest. Yeah. I'm not sure why this one's coming up on the screen right now. Wait a minute. Just the tip. Yeah. Let's put that. So, hey, yeah, let's put the Man Show. Put the boobs on the screen. We got to get it up there, man. So, man, if you want to watch, so you got a choice. You can watch me talking, or you can watch that's me this morning on the stepper. Yeah, I made you look. Fuck yeah, I made you look. The brutal truth about my men. I made you look, JR. I sure did. The brutal truth about why men don't recover from divorce. We're kicking off the truth bomb from Men's Therapy Online featuring divorce coach Karen McMahon. The premise, divorce doesn't destroy you because your ex was crazy. It destroys you because you refuse to look at what you brought to the table. You see, McMahon survived a hellish 3.5-year conflict divorce under one roof, eventually realizing it was the gift that forced her to wake up. What was her takeaway? Every upset is a setup to do some personal work. She says, stop staring across the street of your ex and own your own mess. Something to be said for that, right? Respect is a foundation. Without it, you're building a mountain of ignored problems. So, gentlemen, are you playing the victim, or are you auditing your own failures along the way? And I'll add to that because I've been through it. You can make a choice and you can blame, or you can just sit back and reflect, look in the mirror and ask yourself some questions and move forward. And take some responsibility. That might help too. True story. Takes two to tango. JR says, you can't grow a plant throwing a cigarette in the soil. I love it. JR jumping in with some great comments this morning. JR, where are you joining me from? I know you've been on the show before. I know you've been around hanging out before. I don't know if I can call you a regular, maybe kind of a regular, but I know you've been around. But JR, where are you joining me from this morning? That is a man. Good time. Yes, it is. Hey guys, over on Substack, we're talking about why the best leaders are often the ones who fell the hardest. Sorry, I just fucking fell there. Anyways, I was saying why the best leaders are often the ones who fell the hardest. Jimmy, I just fell. I just read that fucking headline and I fell. Oh, it must have something to do with why the best leaders are often the ones who fell the hardest. True story. Denver, thanks for joining me, J.R. McCullough. Yeah, last time I was in Denver, I smoked a bunch of weed over a weekend, stayed at the Ritz-Carlton and never left. True story. I'm just saying. Hey, so you know what's actually interesting? Neiman, I'm talking to you right now. I saw this title here. That's funny because Neiman's like, hey, you should do some coaching with our hosts on how to be entertaining. I was like, yeah, I never really thought about that. Maybe some entertaining coaching, right? Well, here's a good example of being entertaining. And I'm just going to be an idiot for a moment here, just to those that might want to, enlighten me. So I got a piece here, like why the best leaders are often the ones who fell the hardest. I suspect, Neiman, most folks are kind of like, why the best leaders are often the ones who fell the hardest. Next is a great piece, and they just kind of read through so right now I got like bullet points and notes, and it would get boring. Like, so Keith, how can I make this entertaining? I know how. You fall. Yeah, you exaggerate the moment. Just like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm falling. What are you falling for? Because I'm trying to tell a story. I'm trying to be an entertainer. See, that's the point, nation. That is the point. Too many people are creators making content. Nobody's entertaining. Hence, the world is so full of boring and informing podcasts or YouTube channels. Not entertaining and informing. Like, do you care if the best leaders are often the ones who fell the hardest? Or did you have some fun with me because I fell? Maybe that's the whole reason for it. There you go. Dropping nuggets this morning. Hey, LinkedIn. Yeah, see, there you go. Look at that. Oh, I don't want the AI picture of myself on the thumbnail. Can I have the real picture of myself? Really? Are you fucking kidding me? All right, call the hotline. It's free. Yeah. Best place to phone me, 431-300-3005. Yeah, true story. Like, so there's Keith and John, right? And so I had somebody yesterday who was like, yeah, we can't have the fake version of this person on the thumbnail. I'm like, why? Well, because it doesn't look like them. And our audience will care too much. I'm like, really? Your audience doesn't actually care, probably. Probably not. The last time I checked, you feel, I fell, but yes, good time. I did fall, but I could get up. Yeah. The last time I checked, last time I saw a Netflix movie poster, or the last time I saw a Housewives of Beverly Hills, or whatever Housewives show you want to talk about, look at the thumbnail. They're not real. Yeah, just a little bit of Photoshop. Yeah, so here's the thing too. So we Photoshop. All of a sudden AI comes out. We can't use AI. What are you talking about? But everything was Photoshop before that. No, but it's not Photoshop, it's AI. It's one and the same. Just one and the same. All right, hey Maya Reyes, you still over there? Maya, if you had to publicly admit to one completely irrational, ego-driven habit, Maya, habits, what is that habit you refuse to give up? Like, what are you talking about, Miss Maya Reyes?
Oh, that is easy. I still refuse to let anyone else pick the restaurant, purely because I assume my palate is vastly superior. It is arrogant, it is exhausting, and I am absolutely not changing. But back to the real work. Today was a masterclass in stripping away the BS. Whether it is your marriage or your demons, the common denominator is you. Stop looking for external villains. Pick one area where you have been playing the victim this week, look in the mirror, and own it. We'll see you tomorrow.
You don't have burnout, you have no purpose. Today we call it the difference between real burnout and rust out. Yes, you're not tired today, guys. Get off your thyroid pills. Hey, tomorrow we got the Rocket Man. Yeah, the Rocket Man's joining us tomorrow on the big show. Yes. Elton, don't call me Elton John. Joining me tomorrow, former stuntman, professional jetpack pilot, paramedic CEO, Dan Schlund, known as the Rocket Man, a man who crash landed, self-diagnosed as near-death moment. No, I'm not talking about John Anderson. Inherited the Rocket Man legacy, flew hundreds of jetpack missions around the world, and built national set medics into a 11,000 personal medical training company. Wow. And of course, tomorrow we got the resident bullshit professor himself, one of my favorite segments, Don't Tell Brianna, Dr. John Petricelli, joining us here in the lab, back in the lab for some BS or no BS. Petro joins us every Friday, one of the best segments on any morning show on the planet. Listen, you guys have no idea. Man, I had to fucking remortgage my house 3 times to foot the bill for Petro. Yeah, the world's preeminent bullshit professor. I've been doing my research. I go to Google, Perplexity. They're all just like, dude, you got the greatest bullshit professor. I know. The guy showed up for one show with us. Now he never leaves. Every Friday he's back, and we love it. Dr. John Petricelli, this Friday, the world's greatest, most preeminent bullshit professor, live tomorrow with me and John, and maybe Dan Schlund, the Rocket Man, on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. All right, looking here. Yes. Guys, have yourself an awesome day. Until then, yeah, let's get after it. We'll see you guys in less than 24 hours right here live on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Have a good one, nation. I'm out of here. Boom.